And welcome back, Gamer Nation. SK is here. What am I doing right now? I'm going crazy because at 2 points in my apartment, the gutters leak and it drops water. Doop, 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 doop. And it's outside my window here while I'm recording, and also right by my head where I sleep at night. I may go crazy. But anyway, let's continue this case. Super serious phone guy.
That was Cormac at the precinct. Alexander Baran was a guest at Parkview Regency the night Rachel was killed.
Oh, shit.
He checked out earlier today, and he's on his way to MacArthur Airport. He's got a private jet and an appointment in London.
Well, he's gonna be late.
Well, dun dun.
Mr. Baran! Mr. Baran! Detective Curtis, NYPD. We need to talk to you about the murder of a hotel maid over the weekend.
What?
A maid? Are you serious? I'm leaving for London.
Look like about an inch and a half to you, Ray?
Sure does.
Mr. Alexander Brown, you are under arrest for the murder of Rachel Trevino. You have the right to remain silent.
What? How can we just arrest him? How does that happen? What? I don't... Is that how it works?
I don't know why we're wasting time here. I'm a Russian. I have diplomatic immunity.
We did a little research on you, Mr. Braun. Rachel's blog was a very interesting read. Maids? Waitresses? Executives at your own company? Is there any woman you wouldn't hit on? Your mom?
What?
Miss Benson, I am a handsome, virile man. I radiate power. Women are attracted to it despite themselves.
Here's a clue. When a woman is attracted to you, she does not slap you with a sexual harassment lawsuit. You've had 12.
Oh.
I'm a flirt. I get slapped with all sorts of things.
Oh no! Machismo. It's Scott Hall, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the bad guy. Razor remote. The machismo just melts off of me. That was the worst accent ever. But anyway. Alright, let's ask about her.
Did you know Rachel Trevino?
No.
We have DNA evidence that says you did.
What kind of evidence?
A rape kit.
You don't know what you're talking about. It was completely consensual.
So you do know her?
Oh.
You cops think you have it all figured out. Guess what? We were lovers.
I thought she was single, right? Yes. Yes! The one girl. Yeah. The Latina.
I'm not buying it. Sorry, Charlie. An earlier witness already told us Rachel didn't have a boyfriend. And you lied about knowing her just now. That's 2 strikes.
Oh, shit
A
on.
jury might see it different. When I left the room, that girl was alive.
Alive! Alternate theory, suspicious behavior, old lawsuits, machismo, voicemails. Yeah, we've all been talking about these voicemails. Let's figure this
You
out.
had access to Rachel's voicemails. And you destroyed them to cover up your connection.
Not true. I never touched the voicemails.
He was very bold on it. And, oh yeah, the one woman said she deleted them for him, so. Right? True, this slippery eel is technically telling the truth. Yeah, big tits. Tits McGee did it. Oh, we're on
Nice
this.
try. Gwen Scott told us she deleted the voicemails on your orders. You're guilty as sin, Baran.
If you say so.
Rachel knew all about you. She was gathering evidence about you, about unreported assaults.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I never even heard these voicemails you're so very concerned about.
Unreported assaults, alternate. These two are just wasting time. Machismo, nobody cares.
You didn't come forward when you heard about the murder.
I had no reason to. A maid is killed. How is this my business?
She was your girlfriend.
Ah, but you say she is not detective.
What?
Seems like you were trying to avoid this investigation.
No, I had every intention of cooperation. In fact, when you found me, I was on my way to see my lawyer.
Uh-huh. In your jet.
He's on vacation in Florida.
He was going to London. No, he was not. This is... Oh, wow. London, Brenson's lawyer was local. Brenson's on trip. I don't think he said he was leaving there, but...
You said you were headed to London. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump to Moscow from there, and then you'd be out of our reach.
Your knowledge of geography is so American.
What? 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 Oh, you're such a dick.
So let's say, maybe this girl, Rachel, maybe she liked it a little rough, and you obliged. Consenting adults, right?
Sure, completely consenting.
And the cane could have been involved.
Could have been.
You know, killing the witness to a crime gets you an automatic upgrade to murder 1.
What crimes? What witness?
Rachel had evidence on you, Baran. She knew what you were up to.
She wasn't a witness to anything. Those voicemails were about an expose, a plan to blackmail me.
I thought he didn't know the voicemails. He just said he didn't listen to
You're
them.
lying, and we can prove it.
Rachel made it clear in a blog. No, his lips are moving. Your lips are moving. Isn't that a damn song by Megan Trainor or whatever her name is? Baron couldn't know what was in the voicemails unless he heard them, which he denied doing earlier. Stupid Russian. Silly Russian. I don't know what I'm talking about. He needed a life
You
hack.
just told us you never heard those voicemails, so there's no way you could know what they were about. You heard them, and you know it. You're looking better and better for this murder with every lie that comes out of your
Where is his
filthy
attorney?
mouth.
Would he be here answering these questions without his attorney? I'm just saying. It just doesn't make sense.
Tell me how the cane fits into this scenario. Was it an accident?
I'm sure it must have been.
Did she ask you to use it?
Yes, she asked me to do it. It was her idea. She liked that kind of thing, I guess. Like I said, it was all consensual. This girl was kinky. She saw my cane. She wanted to try it. She was an adult.
So you admit it.
No. No.
I... This guy's a dumbass. Bruise marks on Rachel's neck, the cane he was carrying, and wider media in Rachel's notebook. The sudden flight to London, the cane he was carrying in the hotel registry, the bruise marks, the cane, and DNA evidence. The testimony, bruise marks. Oh, man. Well, the DNA and the bruise marks and probably his cane. So it's probably this one. Because we have to have DNA. Yeah. Gotta have DNA. Stories are great and
The
all.
bruise mark on Rachel's neck matches your cane. You just said she asked you to choke her out.
No, I'm not admitting anything to you people.
This is why you never
Come
talk to
on,
cops without your
Ron.
attorney.
An innocent girl is dead. You want to be macho? You want to be a man? Why don't you tell the truth for once?
You better wipe that smug smile off your face before you get to Rikers.
Miss Benson, I'm innocent of this offensive charge. My lawyers will have this all thrown out, and my country will protect me.
No, they'll declare war.
Really? We can place you at the murder scene. We can connect you to the victim and her voicemails. And your cane is a match for the murder weapon.
Now might be a good time to panic.
That's a hell of a lot of evidence to throw out.
That's why I have a hell of a lot of lawyers. Don't worry, I'll be out in a few days. Then maybe I'll call you, baby.
Oh my
Wow,
god!
You are just not my type. Come on, Ray. Let's go get a bite. Mr. Baran can stew in his own ick for a while.
Oh, this game is just... Wow. I will call you, baby. Oh. Arraignment hearing. Oh, we're in
The
court.
district attorney's office takes a dim view of rape and murder in our city, Mr. Buran. Your defense contends you have diplomatic immunity, but the Russian consulate says you only have limited immunity.
Ooh.
My status protects me from prosecution of any crime committed in the course of my diplomatic mission. I met Miss Trevino in the capacity of a Russian media expert as a diplomat.
How is that? How is that even true?
Did you meet Rachel Trevino at the Parkview Regency?
She said she worked there, so we agreed to meet.
And instead you slept with her?
Yes, women are attracted to me, Miss Carmichael.
Not all of them.
Objection!
Withdrawn.
Objection!
So your immunity status is based on your acting as a diplomatic agent. But this is the first we've heard that you were meeting Rachel Trevino in that capacity.
She wanted to compare Russian business philosophy to American. She mentioned that aspect specifically to me.
Are you sure she didn't have something else in mind? Was Rachel investigating other aspects of your business, Mr.
Business, your
Buran?
dick. That's dick. Oh. Well, we know he's lying. Oh, we got a meter up here. It's a justice meter. Hotel maid stated Rachel took photos of Buran at the hotel. No. Benson stated Rachel's blog contained evidence of other assaults. That's true. Curtis stated Buran was under indictment for what? No. Buran destroyed voicemails indicating his guilt. I don't think we can hit the hammer down yet. Oh, I got a star. It's the justice woman. Excellent work,
Our
counselor.
detectives investigated Rachel's blog. She was gathering evidence that you were a sexual predator.
Ooh. What the fuck? Holy shit!
Was for my daughter, you bastard!
Bailiff, restrain that man. Order, order.
What
My baby, you murderer!
What the?
Judgment Day. Hero dad gets revenge. Taking care of business. Father does what court cannot. American justice. The headlines go on. The people love this guy.
Chavez Trevino. He killed the smug bastard who killed his daughter. Of course they love him.
How the hell did he get a gun into the courtroom?
This is gonna get messy quick. I say we charge him with voluntary manslaughter and let it go.
Abbie?
You know what keeps me up at night? What if his aim was off? Just slightly. I wouldn't even be here to answer your question, Jack.
You're right. I'm not setting a precedent for street justice in our courtrooms, despite what the people think they want. Prove it was premeditated. Hit him with murder one.
You got it, boss.
Wow. I'm still in shock. That was... I'm like, ah!
How did your client plead, Ms. Mullins?
Not guilty. Be advised, we're going to mount a diminished capacity defense. The defendant is a Gulf War vet who suffers from chronic post-traumatic stress disorder. We will show that Mr. Trevino was under extreme emotional distress at the time of the shooting and is therefore not eligible for murder one.
Murder
Any
one.
issues, counselor?
None, Your Honor. Defense has briefed us already. This doesn't change anything. We're moving ahead with murder one. Focus on the premeditation.
So now... So, Mr. Russian dude, who's super important, gets killed, and nothing is said about that. Now, we're going to this. Your first witness is Detective Benson. As an eyewitness, she will testify to the facts of the shooting and give the jury an unbiased picture of the killing. To help your case, focus on the pertinent details of the shooting and not the public outcry. Following your questions, the defense will then cross-examine and try to break down her story. I mean... Good luck. Okay, public opinion. Yeah, obviously it told me not to click on that.
Can you tell us definitively who shot Alexander Buran?
Without a doubt, the defendant, Chavez Trevino, shot him. I looked to see Mr. Trevino standing up with a smoking gun in his hand. Literally.
And can you identify him for the court?
Sitting right there.
Right there.
That's your shooter.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's effective. Duh, she sat there and plus 10. Watch the scale of justice meter to see whether the jury's siding with you or the defense. Perform well in the court and the scales will tip in your favor. Perform poorly and the scales will favor the defense. The further the scales are tipped in your favor, the more likely the jury is to convict. It also gives you more power when it comes to time to plea bargain. Detective Benson knows a great deal about guns. Police officers never lie. Detective Benson was an eyewitness. Detective Benson participated in the capture. She was an eyewitness. Duh.
Please let the record show the detective pointed at the defendant.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
After the shooting, Mr. Trevino made a voluntary statement to you about why he shot Mr. Baran. True?
Yes.
What did he say?
He said Mr. Baran had to die. He said Mr. Baran was going to claim immunity, escape prosecution, and run back to Russia.
Fuck those Russians. I have, like, lots of Russian viewers. They're gonna be like, I hate you, SKS. It's like, no, this type of Russian. Russians are always evil in American media. I'm sure in Russian movies, Americans are the bad guys. I mean, I'm sure they're, like, running around with cheeseburgers and Colt 45s and shooting people and stuff.
Detective, how exactly did Mr. Trevino get a gun into the courtroom? Aren't there security measures?
We're still investigating how he breached security. But he claims he stuffed it into his jacket and simply walked through.
How difficult would it have been to get past security?
Mr. Trevino had to avoid metal detectors and checkpoints covering every entrance.
What would it take to get past all that security, Miss Benson?
Forethought, planning, and intelligence. Mr. Trevino had to keep his cool and his wits about him at all times.
Oh. What's Benson doing? Won't this testimony help the defendant? No, she's talking about how he premeditated it. Duh. To establish that Trevino was not under extreme emotional distress, to establish grounds for mistrial, to cast doubt on Trevino's shooter, to establish that Benson is Yeah, here we go. Duh.
Actions inconsistent with someone under emotional distress.
In my view, yes.
Well, and he had a motive.
What else did he say?
He said the courts were weak, powerless. He said the only justice he wanted was a death sentence.
Well, that happened.
So, his motive was less about avenging his daughter's murder and more about exacting the type of justice he wanted to see.
This guy's getting angry.
Objection.
Withdrawn.
Good job. Occasionally a well-aimed jab at the defendant can score points for the jury, even though you have to withdraw it.
Is there any doubt as to the circumstances of the shooting, Detective?
None. Mr. Trevino shot the defendant in front of witnesses and admitted to the murder afterward. I wish every case was this simple.
Thank you, Detective. Your Honor, the people rest.
The people
No
rest.
further questions for this witness.
The people rest. You won by plus 50. Overall, the jury likes your case a little bit. You're ahead by 50. Holy crap. I can't believe that guy just got shot like right in front of me. I was like all into this and it was just like, holy shit. Russian holy shit. How do you say holy shit in Russian? Some of my Russian viewers need to post that. I probably won't be able to read the backwards 3, but still. Wow. Alright, gamers. I will see you next episode. I hope you're enjoying this so far. I'm actually getting a kick out of this. Is the real show like this? I hardly doubt it. I might have to go watch it on Netflix. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Holy shit.